COHiTEC, turning science into business.
Technologists and scientists by nature follow their passion in order to create something new. To be able to do something unique, that's what it takes to get a patent or to publish a paper. There is a natural inclination for scientists and engineers to create value first and then try to seek out, well, what else can I do with it?
COHiTEC program is an awesome means of picking the most challenging technologies for the most challenging applications, making them something real.
In order to move forward and launch a new tech-based product or service, 14 teams chose the COHiTEC program as a natural progression for achieving their goals.
Getting some new technology and seeing, well, we have this, but is it actually worth anything? Should we go forward? Can we go forward?
So we wanted to test which market we should target. We wanted to understand what would be the size of the market, if there was actually a benefit for us.
We think that this program is excellent because we have a broad view how to take our technology to the market, how to get value from our technology.
The hardest decision that we had to make as a team, and with the help of the mentors and even with the help of the executive team of COHiTEC, was to really focus on one of the products now.
There's always a trade-off between what you really like to do, what the market wants, what the investor wants.
At least for now. And that was the hardest challenge, was to take something that we knew could be applied to many things, and we had to leave some of the applications on the side and focus on very specific ones.
After the market research, we really found a really nice niche of the market for the development of our technology and our company.
It's really nice to have the bridge between our science, our thinking about methods and mechanisms, and implementation in the market.
On that basis of having a framework and actually having a structured program, it also allows us to have some freedom to go out of that framework and actually create synergies with multiple perspectives and points of view.
And in the end, this process, this structure, gives you one thing that you cannot reach alone, which is the credibility to investors. So you need investors to look at your plan, sometimes to look at the executive summary and then throw it away.
We must have good arguments with good support to convince the investors that we know what we made and we know where we go.
Since 2004, COHiTEC has challenged teams to learn and explore new areas of expertise, develop new skills, and understand the opportunities that surround them.
The very first teams had no idea. They were just told, come and we will help you learn how to commercialize your technology, and no idea of how much work it is, how many hours it takes, what are the issues that they'll be facing.
People that apply to COHiTEC are more conscious of what they apply to. So, and I think there's a significant improvement in the quality of the projects.
Faculty across the region can understand much better what is commercially viable, and so they are doing more research that results in commercially viable discoveries and research.
When they apply and then they are selected to be in the program, we already know that there's something unique there. There's something that might somehow transform or mess up the status quo of some industries.
COHiTEC has also shown that it can identify these disruptive, new industry-producing businesses.
The 2016 edition of COHiTEC presented a wide range of projects with very different technological standpoints.
Our project basically is to optimize nature.
We have a brain-machine interface that allows you to control objects just with the power of your mind.
we're developing a product for sterilization.
Engineer coffee that can enable the reduction of cholesterol.
So somehow this year we have less teams for life sciences rather than in previous years. From that point of view, it's very well balanced.
MBA and management students play a critical role in the development of the projects.
Our MBAs have done a really great job understanding our technology and our vision for our possible applications and for the future of our company.
I had really to put a pressure on myself in order to be sure I really understood the technology quite well, because in the end, if you don't understand what you're selling, you are not convincing people.
At the very beginning of the program, you only have technology with a huge potential, but you have nothing, and you have to build everything around this technology, and you are uncertain about everything.
That is very challenging and difficult in the first place, but I think that's also what adds for the COHiTEC program to actually succeed in the end.
It's a great experience to learn how to reach the market and get an investment and talk to investors and create your network.
So I think COHiTEC is actually the first reality that we face before we enter actually in the market.
COHiTEC has built a strong reputation for fostering and developing the Portuguese innovation ecosystem.
You have to go back to 2004 when I started COHiTEC and I'll analyze what was available then to see the big impacts and the big change that occurred, and for which COHiTEC has some sort of contribution.
We can have a good entrepreneurship programs, but if you don't have the mechanism to put the ideas and the projects and technology in the market, nothing changes.
They've been able to pull together the network, the support network around the management and the access to the industry that's required in order to make this happen. They did it all within the first 4 or 5 years, and they've been building on that ever since.
On the one hand, it's an educational program that has succeeded in educating and training and bringing awareness of technology commercialization to a whole cadre of researchers around the country. In addition to that, it has built a network and a program that bridges the educational and the awareness to the support system and the network that really is required to start companies.
Pulling together university administrators, faculty, and industry members in order to create an ecosystem which provides access, advice, and information that's critical for these new technologies that are trying to develop into products and companies.
The ecosystem just helps you do it faster and with more comfort and security. But it cannot be the only thing. It cannot be the defined border. You have to go beyond that border.
High-growth projects need worldwide deployment. By inviting international mentors and specialists, COHiTEC provides a global perspective.
Our American mentors arrive here one day, and the next day they know already what are our weak points of our project.
It's very challenging in the sense that you have to be capable of taking in multiple different technologies from various areas of knowledge, making sense of them, and perceiving possible applications and being able to very quickly comment on the team's perception, evaluation, and assessment, and as well their evolution in the program.
They can give us a different perspective because they have also lots of contacts and they are in different sectors of the industry.
The amount of things we've learned, I guess, will change our approach
to our lives from now on.
Researchers, when they go back to the universities, carry out research, they will think differently than before coming to COHiTEC, and they will incorporate a lot of the learnings they have here into their research goals. Management students, because a technology entrepreneur needs a very particular set of skills.
We get another vision of the problems, and we start to have an open mind to think in another way.
There were a lot of challenges, of course. Like, we had to do a lot of changes in the mindset from the academia into more of the business world.
Stop speaking technology and start talking with words that humans can understand. Thinking in terms of market and trying to communicate in those terms.
It's a gray area. It's neither just science, it's neither just business, it's somewhere in between. So it's a perfect match for science and business.
And let's say that with COHiTEC, I could understand the other side of the coin, that side that has a number.
The world is in change. The world is facing challenges that it never dreamed it would face.
Things will be much more unstable. It's going to be much more difficult for them to embrace a research career. We need to go up the value chain if we want to have an economy that performs much better than it's currently performing.
Countries need to tap into their science and technology base and create new value, new business that is unique and produces new global products. COHiTEC is focused on that.
Tech startups are not smaller versions of the big companies. And this is a huge statement with huge impacts in the way startups work and the way people should work inside the startups.
We believe that the startups that we are creating are absolutely crucial to create scientific employment.
We are helping the country and we are helping researchers transforming the public investment that has been done on them, transform it in economical and social values.
Focusing on these high growth companies also means that the time to return on investment is relatively long, but the return is larger.
I think it's impressive that what's considered to be a relatively small country in the European Union has one of the leading technology commercialization programs in the entire world.
COHiTEC, turning science into business.